Islam is approximately 1,400 years old. Muhammad founded it in the 1600 AD. Its teachings are based upon kindness and respect. It is one of the largest religions in the world at the beginning of the 21st century. The origin of Islam can be traced back to 7th century Saudi Arabia, making Islam the oldest of the great world religions. The Prophet Muhammad introduced Islam in 610 AD after experiencing what he claimed to be angelic visitation from an angelic being. Muhammad made the Quran, the holy book of Islam, which Muslims believe to be the pre-existent perfect words of Allah. The Quran is the holy book which Muslims recite and turn to for guidance in all aspects of their life. Muslims believe that the Quran was written by Allah and not by Muhammad himself. It is the last testament in a series of divine revelations from Allah. It comprises the direct words of Allah revealed through the angel Gabriel to the final prophet Muhammad around 1400 years ago. The Quran has been mostly preserved through memorization and writings. The Quran states that there is to be no compulsion in religion, and that God has created not one, but many nations and peoples.
With about 1.6 billion followers, Islam takes up about 23% of Earth's population. 38.14 or 793 million Muslims want to deny women the freedom to choose their own clothing. 83% of Pakistani Muslims support stoning adulterers. 78% of Pakistani Muslims support killing apostates, which are followers of another religion besides Islam. 92% of Saudi Muslims believe that ISIS conforms the values of Islam and Islamic law. Over 70% of Muslims worldwide support Sharia law, and 90% of Muslims worldwide support execution of apostates. Only 3% of the world's Muslims live in more developed regions, such as Europe, North America, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. Muslim population of France is only 12%, but they make up 60 to 70% of all inmates in France's prisons. 75% of new Muslim converts in the US leave Islam within a few years. In terms of cultural, tribal, and religious danger to women, 4 of the 5 most dangerous countries for women are Islam majorities. All 10 countries with the worst gender gaps are countries where Muslims are the majority, or Islam is the largest religion. Islam has 2 main branches, the Shia and the Sunni. The split between these 2 branches comes down to a political and spiritual difference of opinion about who should have succeeded Muhammad after his death in 632 CE. There are a few main differences. First, Sunni is much bigger. Sunni has a population of 1.2 billion, while Shia has a population of only 200 million. There are many similarities with both branches, though. They both hold the belief that there is only one God, Allah. They both hold the belief in the Quran, and their special day of worship is both on Friday.
Islam, a monotheistic religion, developed in the 7th century. It was founded on the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad. Muhammad was born in Mecca and was last in line of Judeo-Christian prophets. The word Islam means surrender. It's an expression of surrender to the will of Allah. The main book that all Muslims live by is the Quran. It contains the writings of the Prophet given to him from Allah. Muslims believe that Allah is the one true God and no one can be greater than or equal to him. There are several branches of Islam. The 2 main branches are the Sunni and the Shia, who often quarreled and still do today. One of the Muslim rituals are the 5 pillars of Islam. They are the religious duties required of each Muslim. They are mentioned in the Quran in separate places. 1. The daily confession of faith, or Shahada. It is the profession of faith for Muslims. They have to recite, "There is no God but God, and Muhammad is the Prophet of God." It represents full acceptance of Allah, Muhammad, and Islam. Number 2. Ritual prayer, or Salat. It is performed 5 times a day. It's performed at dawn, midday, afternoon, sunset, and evening. It is the most well-known ritual. Number 3. Almsgiving, or zakat. The Quran is strongly against being greedy. The Quran states, "The fires of hell will heat up the coins, and the greedy will be branded with it." The zakat is an alms tax. It taxes the wealthier people and uses that money to give to the less fortunate. 4. Fasting, or Psalm. Muslims fast mainly during the 9th month of the Islamic year, Ramadan. During this time, all Muslims have to abstain from eating and drinking during daylight hours. Exceptions are made for travelers, soldiers, and the ill. It is also a time for increased prayer and devotion. On the last 10 days of Ramadan, some Muslims go to the mosque for more intensive prayer and study. The last pillar is the pilgrimage, or Hajj. Every Muslim is expected to make the sacred journey to Mecca. It is the sacred Islamic city. The pilgrimage must take place during the month of Dhul al-Hijjah, the last month of the Islamic year, to fulfill the requirements of the Hajj.
Every Muslim tries to visit Mecca at least once in his or her lifetime. This special visit is called a Hajj. More than 2.5 million pilgrims visit Mecca during the annual Hajj. Both alcohol and pork are forbidden in Islam. Iconic business logos such as the Nike swoosh and Gucci symbol were symbols for trade goods. Muslims believe that there have been over 124,000 prophets sent to mankind throughout history, beginning with Adam and ending with Muhammad. Only 25 are mentioned by name in the Quran. Algebra from the Arabic